everyone, welcome to Cybrosys Technologies. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the entire warehouse transfers in Odoo using transit locations. In Odoo, moving goods between two warehouses, that's a warehouse A to warehouse B, isn't instantaneous. There's travel time. So if you transfer stock directly without a transit location, the system instantaneously removes the stocks from A and adds it to B. This creates a problem, and for the duration of the truck ride, your inventory report is wrong. It says goods are in the warehouse B, but they are actually on the truck on the highway. A transit location is a virtual location and that act as a holding area, and it represents the goods while they are moving. So let's see how can we manage the inter-warehouse transfers in Odoo using the transit location. Let's move on to the inventory module. From the inventory module, we have to consider two warehouses. So let's move on to the configuration and create two warehouses. I have already created two warehouses called warehouse A and warehouse B. So once it's done, what you have to do is you just need to move on to the operations over here. So I'll be creating two operations, that is warehouse to the transit and transit to the warehouse B. So before that, we have to consider the locations. So here you can see that I have the location warehouse A stock, and where we will be keeping the product, and from there we have to move the item from A to B. And we also just need to consider a transit location. Currently it's filtered based on internal location. So transit location will be having a location type as transit, and we can say that that's a virtual location which is used for temporary purposes. So as you just move on to the warehouse stock and warehouse A stock and warehouse stock B, you can see that location type will be internal. So once it's done, the next step is to manage with the operation types. So once the operation types are created, like you can see that the product will be moving from warehouse A to the transit location by following an internal transfer, and you can see that the source location is WA stock, so that we can say that the product will be available in the warehouse stock. So when the product is required in the B location, warehouse B, first it will be taken from warehouse A and will be keeping in the transit location, as that shows the movement of the item. And once the product is reached in the transit location, that has to move to the warehouse B. So we'll be performing the other operation type over here. Now afterwards we have to consider the routes over here. Okay, so once everything is done, the next step is that we have to move the product A to B, right? So we'll be performing the push pull operations over here. That is, the operation type is that the product will be moving from warehouse A to warehouse B. So here you can see that we have the transit locations. So you would be able to see that we can see different transit locations. Let's move on, and yeah, here let me search for the transit locations, or we can say warehouse A. So I'll be using warehouse A to the transit location over here, and you can see it over here. And once you choose a warehouse to transit location, the source location and destination location will be auto populated over here. Likewise, once the product is reached in the transit location, the product need to move into the warehouse B. So we'll be using the other operation type as transit to warehouse B. So the source location and destination location will be auto populated. So once everything is done, the next step is that we have to create a product category. So in this case, I'll be considering a product category over here, which is electronics, and we'll be using the created root under this. Now you can consider a product. So I'll be considering the product as cell phone over here. You can see that I have already created a product called cell phone. So it is having a quantity of 10 over here, and we have stocked the item in warehouse A, and you can see that we have 9 quantities over here altogether, right? And we also just need to ensure that we have configured the electronics over here, and under the inventory you can see we have enabled the root warehouse A to B. So once everything is done, you can just move on to the internal transfers. So from the internal transfers, here you can see that we have the warehouse A to the transit. So I'll be opening it and we'll be performing the internal transfer for Anita Oliver. So you can choose the product. So here the product is, we know, the cell phone, right? So I'll be using the product cell phone with one quantity. So you can see currently the stock is available in warehouse A, and that will be moving to the destination location. So once you save this and when you just set it as mark as valid, currently it's ready for the movement of the product, and you can find it over here. Now we can process this. So once you click on process, you can see that is, once you click on validate, the next transfer will be auto populated over here. So you can just perform the next transfer over here. So you can see currently the product has reached in the transit location, and from there we can just move the item to the uh, warehouse B stock. So you can just click on validate and you can just process it over here. So we have just done with the movement of the item from warehouse A to warehouse B using the push-pull rule. So that's all for today. If you find this video informative, please do like, share and subscribe our channel. If you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementation and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video.